It's Rockets postgame on SCHN, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. 119-105 is your final score, and this might be one of my favorite wins of the season. It was certainly active. There were a lot of storylines. The Suns at one point went on a 24-0 run, and yet here we are with the Rockets victory. So for more, I'm going to bring in my colleagues, the guys that I called the game with, Craig Ackerman and Ryan Hollins. This is Rockets After Dark. Craig, I mean, you said anything goes, so I want you guys to give it to me straight. There has been a lot of exciting wins this season. Where does this rank for you, Craig? And then, Ryan, I want you to tell me what you saw in that fourth quarter.
This is probably one of the top 5 wins, I think, for the Rockets this season, perhaps maybe even top 3. Just considering, as you mentioned, all the storylines with Durant. Again, he missed the first game here, so his first time back in, and some of the vitriol for the fans. He was booed when he was introduced. Jalen Green, who's been dealing with that hamstring injury all year, hadn't played against the Rockets up until now. Obviously, he wanted to win this game. So too did Dillon Brooks. This game meant a lot to the Suns. You could tell that early. It was the biggest come-from-behind win for the Rockets this season, and certainly, I think, one of the 3 or 5 best victories for this team this year, all things considered.
Yeah, Vanessa, what stands out to me is the R word, resolve. They had resolve. And in that fourth quarter, they were just tougher than the Suns, and they started realizing, man, if we take care of the ball, we're strong, and we get downhill, things are going to really start to open up. The offensive rebounds absolutely demoralized, okay, the Phoenix Suns. And again, the Houston advantage was the size inside, and they really took advantage. It was a difference in the ball game, but they could have soaked. They could have got frustrated. They didn't, and they stuck to the game plan. And hats off to Ime Udoka and the coaching staff. You know, it's not about having your feelings hurt. It's not about frustration. It's not about what you think you can do. It's, hey, man, who's the best equipped in this game? And Ime needed his dogs on the floor, and they were there in a large way.
So when things were not going the Rockets' way, and they did not go well early on, he called upon Jae'Sean Tate and Tari Eason and Aaron Holiday. And there's no way this game flips the way it did without them.
No, not at all. And you had Alperen Sengun with 4 fouls. So a lot of the game, you needed Tari Eason. You needed Tate, you know, playing some backup center, bringing the toughness. And then Aaron Holiday hits 2 or 3 big threes. He's tough. He's physical. And he matched his style of game. And correct me if I'm wrong, like, it neutralized the Suns. The Suns came out like wildfire. They were grabbing, holding. They were mixing things up. Jalen Green getting tangled up with Amin Thompson. And those little tangle-ups, they really, you know, spurred the Suns on. They inspired them.
Certainly, and again, now 7 straight wins for the Rockets, adding to their season-long winning streak. They're 22-19 as they wrap up the road portion of their schedule. And with the Lakers dealing with some catastrophic injuries to Luka and Austin Reeves, the Rockets now have won 50 games. They're tied in the standings. And again, the Lakers have the tiebreaker on them, but the Rockets have a chance now. A couple weeks ago, I don't think many people thought that was going to be the case, but the Rockets now certainly have a legit chance at securing home court advantage in the first-round playoff series. So again, the Rockets have been rolling. They're playing their best basketball of the season, at least their best basketball since the first month of the season, at a great time at the end of the year to get ready for the playoffs. Big win here tonight for the Rockets, a come-from-behind win over the Phoenix Suns. We're going to take a break here, and then when we come back, we're going to hear from Rockets head coach Ime Udoka. And again, what was a very spirited, fiery game tonight in Phoenix, so stay tuned.
To you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Fun can't lose.
Welcome back to Phoenix. Let's go to the press conference room and hear from Rockets head coach Ime Udoka.
Yeah, there's just certain games where you're going to need him, and certain games might be an Aaron Holiday, Jae'Sean Tate type of game.
And Ime Udoka has said a lot of this is matchup-based, a lot of it. But I want to talk about Alperen Sengun. First 3 quarters were difficult for him, but he is our forward drive of the game tonight because, man, when he woke up, he really woke up. How did you see him use his physicality, particularly, SCHN After Dark, in that fourth quarter?
Well, he had the matchup with that you knew, and he was played one-on-one, and the physicality and the ball pressure kind of kept him away from the rim. But I thought that Alpy did a great job of, first, he's playing point guard essentially for the team. He looks for a first cutter. Second, cutter, third cutter, and then he was able to go to work and get downhill, use his physicality. And you see the difference in these baskets. Look how close he is to the rim, taking his time. And again, when you're guarding a guy, and I've been in that situation, and you got to be patient, and you're not knowing when he's going to drive, where he's going to spin, where he's going to come off, man, that is almost impossible to guard. But he put this game out of contention. You got a chance to let Kevin Durant rest. And again, it was a full team victory here tonight.
It really was. The bench super involved, as you heard him in telling me in our walk-off interview. But that guy that's kind of always involved, Kevin Durant, we're going to hear from him next. So stay tuned with us. SCHN After Dark continues after what was an awesome Rockets comeback victory in the desert. All right, let's hear from Kevin Durant.
I don't think about guys like Dylan Brooks when I'm out there playing. I mean, it's fun, it's cool to compete against guys that play hard, but I don't need him or anybody to give me extra motivation to play.
I mean, it's obvious, but what makes you say this is one of your favorite wins this season?
Because we were down 29-8. You know, we looked dead in the water, to be honest, in the first quarter. They were hitting everything. They were getting to the free throw line. They got whatever they wanted. And then we closed the lead up so quick. We didn't wait until the third quarter to get going. Second quarter, we had I think we going to the halftime up down 3, 4. So we didn't wait. We kept, you know, after that first quarter, we put our foot on the gas and was able to be a little bit more physical, even though our physicality led to some fouls. But I'd rather us be aggressive than, you know, play back. And I think that's what we did. We was able to put our hands on them and fluster them a bit. And, you know, now they were starting to, you know, look for fouls now, look for the free throw line, look to get in the bonus. And, you know, I took them away from their rhythm on the offensive side of the ball. So, yeah, I thought it was an overall resilient effort since the first quarter, and everybody contributed. You know, we got 3 guys with 20, I think. 3 guys with 20, 7 guys in double figures. Like, we didn't get 30 assists, but, shit, we were close. We missed a lot of shots, but just an overall great game team-wise.
Is any part of it being your favorite one of the year because of your history?
Nah, not at all. I just, like I said, just how we started the game off. I'm over all that type of shit. Like, it is what it is. This is my 15. Like, I ain't that sentimental about every team. You know what I'm saying? I think for the most part we just got down early, and I just love how we stuck with it.
How big was it to dominate the offensive boards?
I mean, it was huge. They give up a lot of offensive rebounds. They're a small team. And that's been our point of emphasis all year for us, regardless of who we playing, is to hit the boards. But especially against this team, they give up a lot of offensive rebounds. So yeah, when we turned them over too, I mean, I want to say, shit, we had 17 of our own, but we forced them to 17 for 25 points, so we're pretty even in that category. So the offensive rebounds really won us the game.
Can you talk about the way that?
Yeah, and he used the words resilient. I really liked that. He talked about how it was an all-around effort. Just what did you see from Kevin tonight, especially once he was able to get in rhythm?
There's a reason why you go and get Kevin Durant. And there's something that Houston was missing. You know, the last 2 or 3 years, a game like this, you probably lose. But he hit tough bucket after bucket. I'm going to say in that second quarter, Houston ends up winning 33-20. But the ball start moving, and then you just needed a guy to make shots. You
let's get to our Kia player profile, where we are talking about Kevin Durant. Sorry.